Below the Grand Gallery, as you go to the entrance to the Queen's Chamber, there's all these holes in the wall. Well, those are resonance ports. And it turns out, when you stick your head in those resonance ports, and I did this with a bunch of students, including Mason, who's an amazing singer, so man, he was just nailing it. And you get them all vibrating at the same time, and the whole Grand Gallery vibrates. The whole hall turns on. And so, what we started to do was figure out that each of these different resonant frequency areas inside the pyramids, if you activate them simultaneously, you turn on the engine. And how do I know that that's the case? Because we had a doctor who had never had any mystical or energetic experiences. She came to Egypt because she wanted to explore. She's super curious about the physics of these things and the engineering. And she hurt herself, so she's in a wheelchair. And she's outside. She couldn't come into the pyramid. And so we had a group of 200 students going through all 3 of the pyramids. We broke them into groups and essentially had 4 groups of 50 people. And we vibrated each of the pyramids, all 3 of them, at the same time. And we got each group of students doing this, they have their art crystals and they're all hanging out, or they're meditating, and then they're vibrating all the tones at the same time. And I was the 3rd group, went into the Great Pyramid, we got all the different chambers vibrating, and when all 3 were activated, she said she saw light shoot out of the top of the pyramid. She'd never seen anything like that before. She didn't even know it was like, she was like, I don't even know if I saw that, but it was like a beam of light shot out of the tops of the pyramids. And she also saw about 60 different ships come in and fly around. A giant swarm of stars moved and came into position around and was flowing around and over the pyramids, and we all came out from the pyramids, and of course, she tells us we see them, and a bunch of us, all the different groups, had experiences and sightings seeing a massive fleet of ships showing up. And then, of course, we get a call the next day from the Egyptian Antiquities group and the security, and they tell us that the government is curious about what the heck was just happening at the pyramids, because they picked up some kind of seismic wave that was coming off of the pyramids that was very concerning for them. So these are tools. They're tools for consciousness, they're tools for evolution, and I can tell you in my own experience going through all 3 pyramids, they are designed to be an initiatory experience in sequence. They're not just machines, they're not just, engines, they're also there for conscious evolution and will initiate you, absolutely. And you will understand what it means that information, knowledge, deep wisdom, the Akasha, can be stored inside of stone.